Hey, everybody. Welcome to inventRight with Stephen Key and Andrew Krauss, and we're going to tell you exactly how to bring your idea to market. So today, Andrew, what are we talking about?
Today, what are the real costs to sell your idea, right?
Hey,
So
a lot of money.
a lot. No, you're wrong.
I
You're
know.
wrong. That's what everybody thinks, man. So
Well,
how are we going to set people straight? And I know some folks that are listening already know this stuff, but man, it's so important. We got to cover it. We got to cover this, man.
let's go through how easy it is, Andrew. And you're right. It doesn't cost a lot of money, but what does it take? And let's show everybody how they can save money by bringing their ideas to market through licensing.
Okay. So one of the first things that people do is their Aunt Sally, their mom, their dad, their brother, their sister, their spouse. That's a great idea. And what's the first thing they always say to the inventor, Steve?
You better file a patent on that.
You better get a patent on that, And Uncle Sally or Uncle Bob or your spouse or whatever, how many products have they sold?
None. Zero.
Zero.
All right.
Why
So
would you take their advice?
you should never take their advice. In fact,
Yeah,
don't
but
even
they're
ask.
encouraging. That's nice. It's great to have family that's encouraging. That's good.
Yeah, but they're
Some of
going to give
us
them,
have family that's not. You
but they're
gotta.
going to give them bad advice, Andrew, because you and I both know that's not the first thing you do.
Okay.
Don't let fear guide you.
Well, right, and that's an easy reaction. You react to fear. You go, and so you call up a couple patent attorneys, right?
Ugh.
6, 8, 10, $12,000. How does that conversation go, Stephen?
Well, the thing about it, I love patent attorneys, but you have to be careful. They're never going to tell you the big picture. They're never going to tell you exactly what it's going to cost. They kind of reel you in a little bit at a time. Before you know it, you're spending $10,000.
But
And guess what? They're going to like any idea you show them.
well, and inventors ask the patent attorney, so do you think this is a good idea?
I know.
Why do they do that?
Well, because all patent attorneys are marketing geniuses, Andrew.
They
You and I
are.
both know that. So that's why they
Here's
ask.
fun. Stephen, are you being sarcastic?
Well, never. You
Are you
guys.
being sarcastic?
No, of course I am. You guys, don't ever ask your patent attorney for any business advice.
90
Big mistake.
99.5% of the patent attorneys that Steve and I know have never licensed or sold an idea in their life. They're there to write patents, and that's not a bump on patent attorneys. So asking them if the idea is great, are you asking the right person? And also, it's kind of a conflict of interest. They're
Yes.
staring at, and this is, they're staring at, $6,000 to $12,000 or more in the face. It's kind of hard for them to say, I don't think it's good. You need to go back and do your research. But even if
No, I
they,
don't want. No, I don't want your money.
no, I don't want your money.
And
No.
this is a terrible idea. Why don't you go away?
Yeah. But in their defense,
Okay.
it's not really their job to do that.
No, it isn't.
So a lot of time the fault falls on the inventor for actually relying on the attorney on whether or not it's a good idea. And sometimes inventors mistake whether or not it's a good idea to whether or not it's patentable. Is it patentable? Oh yes, I think this is
Well,
patentable.
wait a minute.
And
Let's
then
talk about that.
Yeah,
They're never going to tell you no exactly. It's never patentable because they don't know either.
right.
Could
right.
be maybe 50-50.
Yeah, they're right. They're not going to say right.
They're not
They're
gonna say that.
say yes. They're not
Okay,
gonna-
so Andrew, we
Attorneys never
just
say
talked
yes to
about
anything.
don't do that. So what should people do? I want them to walk away with one thing of what they should do if they've got an idea. What should they do?
Oh,
Because
not see a patent attorney first off when you first
All right.
come up with the idea, right? So what they should do is study the marketplace.
And how do you do that?
Well, one way you do is you go into Google Images and you can look at all the similar products.
Okay.
I call it becoming a expert in the micro category of your product. So if you have a soccer cone, spend a couple hours, study every freaking soccer cone you can find, see if your product fits in. Now, or barbecue spatulas, study all the barbecue spatulas. Be specific. So if it's a soccer cone, all the soccer cones, not all soccer products. That's what we're
How
doing.
long is that going to take me to do?
1 to 3 hours. Not a lot of time, huh?
No.
If you have an internet connection, you can do it.
Okay. So you can become an expert in one little category in a very short period of time.
Very short period of time. And that's the first thing. Not is it patentable? Can you get a patent for me? Does the product make sense?
Okay. What if that idea exists, but I cannot find it? What if someone's filed a patent on that? What can I do then?
Well, first of all, if people patent all sorts of things that don't make sense. So really you want to look at the marketplace. Again, going back to the marketplace, does the product make sense? So you could reinvent the product. You can do a different version of the product. Somebody may have got a patent on that, but you don't see it on the market. Maybe because, like you always say, it's not manufacturable, it doesn't make sense. People patent all sorts of crazy things. As we always talk about, Steve, the fact that somebody got a patent, all that means is they handed over an attorney a bunch of money, right? That's
they got
all
a
it
nice
means.
wait a minute. You get a nice plaque.
You get a plaque. You get the plaque. Yes. So but it doesn't.
You have to pay for the plaque too, though, right?
You have to pay. Yes, you do. Yeah, and I'm sure the attorney marks that up also if you buy it from them.
I think that's somebody else that sells the plaque.
Yeah, when the patent issues. Yeah, when the patent issues, you get inundated by all these plaque companies, by the way, if you guys haven't experienced that. Hopefully, most of you guys haven't experienced it yet because you haven't blown all that money on a patent.
I've got a few plaques.
You got a few plaques? Okay.
Yeah, I don't put them up.
That's after you made money, right?
I don't put them up.
What's the point? You put them in a box?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to remind myself how much it costs.
Oh, okay. Why'd you get the plaque then? You just couldn't help yourself, huh? Oh, that's funny, dude. We never talked about that before. Anyway, if you have a patent, if somebody has a patent, it only tells you they spent a bunch of money on a patent. If you see similar things in the marketplace, you're verifying that people are buying those similar products.
That's a good thing.
It wouldn't be on the store shelves if people weren't buying it, right?
All right. So if I come up with an idea that my family thinks is great,
yeah,
and I do a Google product search and look around and I don't find it at all, is that great?
Well, not necessarily.
Come on.
If you find things that are somewhat similar, that's a good thing. Now, that's what a lot of people don't understand. You're not looking to prove that nothing like my product exists.
Okay.
If there's things that are somewhat similar, that's actually a good thing because it proves that people are buying those products, right?
Okay, so
you're looking to get the lay of the landscape. You're looking to look at all the soccer cones. This one has these benefits. This one has these benefits. This one is, how does mine fit in? Oh, mine fits in right here, right?
So, Andrew, if I find something that's exactly like my idea,
keep inventing. Is it selling?
Great. Should I walk away? I might want to walk away.
You might, but you might not. You might keep inventing. I had two students this morning that I helped, and I said, they said, oh, and I said, no, you could do this, you could do this, you could do this, and they're like, yeah.
But if you do and you decide to walk away, how much money have you just saved?
Zero. I mean, you saved thousands of dollars, right? And it's cost you zero.
So
in some countries that means that's not good. You don't want to say that. But in the U.S. that means okay. So zero. But just a little side note.
Okay, so wait, I want someone to.
We got a lot of international students, Stephen. I don't want to offend anybody.
Okay, but I want everybody to realize this short little YouTube video can save you potentially thousands of dollars for one simple.
Okay, but we didn't give the solution then either. You do the research. So solution number one is do the research first. Don't run out and hire an attorney.
Okay. All right.
That's solution number one. Solution number two is file a provisional patent application for $65. That's all it costs. If you earn over $150,000, it's $130. Okay. But most of you probably earn under $150. But $65.
$65.
And no, we're not going to go into all the details about provisionals and all that. But number one, do your research, study the marketplace, Google images, great place to do that. Type in a lot of different keywords. Number two, file a provisional. Steve, we're at 9 minutes. I think
we gotta go.
We got to go. So click right down there at the bottom. If you like us, give us a thumbs up. If you hate our guts, give us a thumbs up.
Hey, Stephen Key, Andrew Krauss, inventRight, helping you bring your ideas to market. Check out our website. Bunch of great stuff on there. And get off the couch and start educating yourself.
And come back every week. Check us out every week, guys. We got the inventRight TV channel on YouTube now. All right.
Thanks, Andrew.
Take care, everyone. Keep inventing. Bye.